late game execution.
No, ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
All right, let's get down to the skinny of it. YouTube is taking down videos. My LeBron videos. I bet you the stands are sitting in glee right now, but whatever. I'm just going to put another one up to replace that other one that got taken down. But anyways, let's get to the skinny meats and potatoes of this whole thing. So, I don't know how long ago it was, but it had been in the last couple of days, right? Former NBA player Quentin Richardson. You guys remember him? You guys remember Quentin Richardson? LA Clippers. Him and Darius Miles had that whole celebration and all that stuff back in the day when the NBA was still somewhat great. Yeah, that Quentin Richardson played on the New York Knicks. I think he played on Orlando Magic, Phoenix Suns. I think he was on that Phoenix Suns team that almost went to the finals. I think he was on that team, if I'm not mistaken. That Quentin Richardson, headband Quentin Richardson, right? I think he got their own podcast. Him and Darius Miles had their own podcast. I forgot the name of it. I thought it was more interesting than All the Smoke podcast, but I forgot the name of their Quentin Richardson, Darius Miles podcast. But anyways, that's not important. So Quentin Richardson said a couple of days ago or a week ago, however long ago it was, that LeBron James and his whole entire career had no flaws. Said he'd never been in trouble with the law or anything like that. All that kinds of good stuff. And where do I begin with this? LeBron James' career has no flaws, right? No flaws, huh? Where do we begin? This might be a 3-hour video. So let's begin. So he has no flaws, right? But no handles, no accountability, tends to, when the tough gets tough, especially early in his career, decides to jump teams from Cleveland back to Miami, back to Cleveland, now the Lakers. Once again, no accountability, is everyone else's fault. So there's always a scapegoat, at least after his first Cleveland stint. It's always been a scapegoat. Either it's been Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade, Kyrie Irving, even Anthony Davis, Russell Westbrook, who can't get a job now because of this idiot. Maybe DeAndre Ayton in this upcoming season, who knows? D'Angelo Russell, the coaches like Darvin Ham, Mike Brown, yeah, that sort of thing. He's not coachable. How many coaches has LeBron James have? So far since he's been on the Lakers, he's had Frank Vogel, Darvin Ham, JJ Redick. Was Luke Walton the coach when he first got there? I think it might have been Luke Walton was the coach before he got there. When he first got there. That's like 4 coaches already. Not to say that any other NBA player hasn't had that many coaches. I think most of these NBA players these days have had more than one coach now. I know Giannis has had more than one coach. And Doc Rivers, old boy who I forgot his name before that, Budenholzer, Kidd. I forgot the coach who came in before Kidd. But yeah, most of these NBA players have multiple coaches. But LeBron has been known for getting coaches caught up and fired. Because he has had 4 coaches in with the Lakers so far, right? How many with Cleveland? Ty Lue, that one guy, I can't think of his name. Oh, David Blatt. That's 2 in his second stint. I think the only time he only had one coach throughout the whole entirety of his tenure with the team was the Miami Heat, and that was Spoelstra. But yeah, he's a coach killer. Let's go to 2011 NBA Finals. Choke artist, front runner, can't shoot, not the best passer, gives up on team when the tough gets tough. I think I already said that, but saying not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, not 8. Did I say hiding towards the end of the games in crucial parts? Getting carried by Ray Allen, getting carried by Kyrie Irving, getting carried by Dwayne Wade, scoring 17.8 points in the finals game, getting swept 2007, 2018, 2023. What else am I forgetting? What else am I forgetting? There's lots of them out there. There's all kinds of flaws. So what are we talking about? Talk about he has no flaws in this game or his whole entirety of his career. Missing crucial free throws. Not a really good free throw shooter. Never led a team without using a super team. Always creating super teams. Always being rumored to create super teams. What he's doing now is another flaw in his career. He's acting like a freaking child right now because he can't get his way. Putting his son in the league, even though he knowing his son is straight ass. Bragging about his son on Twitter. Talk about his son is better than half these NBA players now. Shit is lightweight hilarious. I know some of y'all get kicked out of that one. Posting stuff on Twitter and then hiding his hands and erasing it. Always on Twitter. Always trying to be the center of attention. That's this narcissistic bum. Always taking people's shine. Must I go on? Sitting out in the All-Star game last year because allegedly his son could get to the skills challenge. So he decided, I'm going to fake an injury and sit out for the All-Star game so nobody else can be his replacement. His fan base is a flaw because his fan base is a bunch of dumbass knuckleheads that get on my nerves. Person never said that part. His shoes are ugly. Must I go on? Oh, here's another one. Always lying. Like he said, I knew Kobe would score 81. There was one out there. I forgot parts of what happened. But there was one out there he got caught lying. And it wasn't even about basketball. Well, must have been not about basketball. Maybe he got caught lying about reading the Malcolm X book. And you know, he never passed the first page. He probably read like Floyd Mayweather. Saw the apple. Looking ass nigga. Literate ass bastard you. But no, I think he was on an interview on some soccer show somewhere overseas. It might have been overseas. It might have been over here. And he didn't know a soccer player was traded from that team like a year before. But he claimed to be a fan of that team. Straight lying. Straight lying. He's a liar. That's a flaw. Can't be trusted. Lying ass. He has all kinds of flaws. Yes, he's never been in trouble with the law. Congratulations. Not supposed to. But everything else is part of his career. His whole career is flawed. His whole career has been a flaw in itself. Calling himself the GOAT. Even though he 4-6, being 4-6 himself, being part of some of the worst blowouts in NBA Finals history, being outscored in NBA Finals history. Well, I can't say being outscored in NBA Finals history, but being outscored in NBA Finals is a flaw. That's never happened to Jordan. Having cramps in San Antonio in Game 1 in 2014 NBA Finals. Everybody else is fine, but here you are cramping up. Because you know what was about to happen. You know your ass is about to lose. Being toxic is a flaw. Just like KD said, everything surrounding LeBron is toxic. Treating your teammates like garbage, that's a flaw. Yeah, just because Jordan got into a fight with Steve Kerr or was seen as a tyrant. Shoot, if Michael Jordan wasn't that, he wouldn't be 6-0 in the finals. He would be 4-6 or 2-7 like this bum is. But he's 4-6. Some of his teammates are probably glad that Jordan was a tyrant, or they wouldn't have 3 to 4, 5, 6 rings. There's tough love, and there's just a bad teammate. LeBron's a bad teammate. No matter what these freaking Lestans think. But there's plenty to go on. There's plenty more that I forgot that I can't think of right now. But if you guys can think of any, put them down in the comment section below so I can see them and have a laugh. We can all have a laugh at the expense of Lestans. But anyways, tell me what you guys think. Oh yeah, I can't forget these. I forgot. Load managing. Not having that indomitable willpower because he ain't built like that. Being soft. Yeah. Being soft, sitting out games like he's about to do now for a whole month. Yeah. Punk ass nigga. Go pour some Hennessy on that sciatica.